This is plaintiff Gregory James Miller. He's saying that his employee was slacking on the job. He's suing him for $5,016.83. $16.83 for the lost wages, and the other $5,000 for his emotional suffering.
Wait for the gym.
You look great today, bailiff.
Hey, thank you. I'm having a great time.
Who's your tailor?
Yeah, I think it's Amazon.com.
This is defendant Andy Cortez. He says, first and foremost, that the gaming was related to work. Secondly, he is the one emotionally suffering by the hands of Greg. He says Greg isn't hurt at all. He just wants a piece of the nitro rifle. He's countersuing for, quote unquote, everything Greg's got. Whatever that means.
Hey, bailiff.
Now I talk? Do I talk now?
I don't know.
All rise.
Oh.
The Honorable Judge Williams is presiding.
Bongo guy's really popping up.
You may kiss the bride.
Court is now in session. Please be seated. Thank you, bailiff. Get me Spider-Man.
Thank you,
Pictures
bailiff.
or like the actual Spider-Man?
See here.
So we have a lot to get through today, of course. An injustice has been served. Committed, but we're not sure on which end, but we intend to get to the bottom of it today. Would you like to briefly run through the case as it stands?
We would see here that Mr. Miller is holding Mr. Cortez accountable for gaming on the clock.
Correct. That's my job, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we disturbing you
Your Honors.
while you were on Twitter?
Your Honor, I don't, usually they say, do you say something? I don't, she was just like talking like a ghost. I didn't know if I was supposed to go yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right, Your Honor. Your Honors, the honors.
What does he mean?
Getting off on a bad foot there from the start there, Mr. Miller.
I apologize, Your Honors. I'm
Very
trying my
bad.
best out here.
Reviewing the case here, we see that Mr. Cortez, you have been in the employment of Mr. Miller for how many years?
Nearly 6 years.
Nearly 6 years.
6 years in April. Objection irrelevant.
Sustained.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller,
Yeah. Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
it is your opportunity now to state your claim first.
Judge Williams is...
That's not her name.
What's her name?
It's Willems.
No, I got it. Judge Williamson. Judge Williamson. The problem we have here is something I think you both can understand, right? You both run or do something at Funhouse. I don't know. You've been around a long time at Funhouse. I'm sure you have employees.
Sustained.
Thank
That
you.
means it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yes, proceed.
And so, of course, you know what it's like to hire in new talent and need to educate them on the way of the world and how the world works. And so when we hired Andy, how many years ago, Andy?
Close to 6.
Close to 6 years ago. The idea was that we would bring him in and like a bucking bronco, we'd break him. You know what I mean?
Bailiff, you can't be laughing, bailiff. You can't be.
I agree.
Why are you laughing?
And the problem is that Andy has at every turn rebuffed my advice, my advances, My way, that's not the right word. My ways to help him. You know what I mean? That's
Not
what I
helping
really
out.
mean. That's what I really mean.
Right.
And so it all came to a head recently. We were playing a game called Rogue Legacy 2, quite good. We were playing it on PC. I know you guys like those PCs. And we were raising money for a charity. And it was one of those that, it was a long stream. Mike had done his job, Snow Mike, the honorable Snow Mike. And then he passed the baton to me and Joey to close it out. And I was like, this is great. I know the rest of the team's been working really hard. That's why they couldn't be here to support this great charity, to support me, support this great Joey Noel, who we all love. Right, Judge Williamson?
So KindaFunny does not support charity.
Andy Cortez doesn't. Because what happened with 15 minutes to go in the stream, 4:45, 15 minutes of a work day on a Friday, what do I see? Bloop. Andy turns on his Xbox. There it is, the stream. We have the evidence. Can we see evidence A, which is the Twitch clip of Andy signing on and doing this? Man,
I'm gonna have to ask her.
Who's this baby?
Can we get some order in this court? Who allowed this baby in the court?
Real quick, that's my nanny running out with the baby. I thought that was my wife. She would have known I was joking. Shit. Do we have the exhibit? Do we have Exhibit A over there? Anybody? But then we have it on camera, judges.
It doesn't seem like there's proof.
Can we enter it into evidence, please? Is it available to enter into evidence, please?
Exhibit A,
Exhibit
the
A.
Xbox
Oh, that
in
what? I saw
question.
flash.
Send me the receipt on Twitter or reply to the kind
Right there. Nitro Rifle is online.
Is there a phone ring?
Yeah, Andy, it's Greg from work. I just saw, I'm on stream right now playing Rogue Legacy 2. I just saw your Xbox turned on, and I just want to remind you, there's still 15 minutes left in your work week, so if you could make art or like a t-shirt design, that'd be great. Like, I just don't think this is the time you should be signing on your Xbox and dodging my calls to play video games. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Thank you.
There it is. Case closed.
He nailed
No,
it.
you're not allowed to.
Sorry,
nail
my
it.
apologies.
You're not allowed to press the gavel.
For clarification, Mr. Miller, this was a company-issued Xbox?
That's correct.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. That's very interesting.
And so I am, of course, suing then for $5,016.83.
So that includes the $16 of lost wages.
Correct. Yeah. I
then-
equate the 1683 is what
It's
those 15 minutes were
approximately,
worth.
the 15 minutes.
And-
So you can do your math at home to figure out how much Andy gets paid.
And $5,000 for emotional damages, and that will not be in V-Bucks.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes. I don't want him in V-Bucks.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, great.
That's something I've agreed to.
And Mr. Cortez, it is now your turn to please state your claim against Mr. Miller.
It's almost as if when O.J. Simpson allegedly murdered the woman, allegedly,
The woman.
and the guy. I didn't read the history
Kato
books.
Kaelin.
I'm sorry. When those murders occurred, it's like O.J. Simpson then said, "Hey, I'm suing them because they stained my clothes. They stained my clothes. These are really expensive." Because, ladies and gentlemen, and NBs all over the world, the problem with Greg Miller is that he is complaining that I am stealing company time and that I am emotionally damaging him. And if you follow him on Twitter, if you're one of his 1 million followers all over the world,
Objection.
quit switching the cameras. I don't know where to
Objection.
fucking look.
I'd like the record to show I have 1.2 million.
Used to be 3.
Sustained.
Could the court check the legitimacy of those followers? Do we
I'd
have the
prefer if
ability?
the court didn't do that.
All
I
right,
didn't
very good.
ask for that. I don't know who did that
We're
to
just
me.
trying to get to the bottom of it.
We don't know. We don't know the legitimacy
I
of how
assure
many
you I
followers
didn't spend the
there
money on it. I don't
Okay.
know why so many are fake.
All right.
Yeah.
Continue, Mr. Cortez.
And by the way, can we say like objection instead of sustain? Can we say sussy?
I don't think that's
yeah,
absolutely
pass,
not.
pass, sussy.
No?
Speak French here.
Gotcha. Just wanted to check.
But they're checking. They're
Also, a
checking.
lot of people in the chat are asking, what's a plantif?
Yeah,
We'll say sussy.
We'll say
Yeah,
sussy.
yeah, we'll say
Sussy. We're sussy.
That's a
Sussing
plan- that's
sussy.
a plan.
Cool.
typo?
Y'all agreed? A little bit of a typo. It's okay, though. Roger, he did
Bailiff,
great work.
entering it into court documents, we will from here on out say sussy.
Thank you so much.
It's recorded, I think.
So my problem with everything that Greg is alleging, because none of this is true. Of course, I play games for a living. That's what I was doing.
What game were you playing that night?
Oof. I mean, everybody knows that I was reviewing Elden Ring at that time. It's a long game, Greg. Doesn't matter what date it was.
I feel like you already reviewed
I'm
it.
always
that time.
reviewing
I feel like
it.
you already reviewed
I
it.
was
at
always
that time.
reviewing it.
Do we have the date?
But the thing is that Greg Miller cannot sue me for emotional damages. I have to sue him for emotional damages and nonstop workplace harassment. If you are one of his Twitter followers, you would have seen any number of the voice memos that he tweets at me.
Objection. I'm not on trial here. I am the plaintiff. He's not countersuing.
countersuing.
It
I am
technically
countersuing.
is a countersuit.
Objection, sussy.
Countersuing, yeah, sussy.
Oh, succeed.
I'm
Okay.
suing you for everything you're worth, Miller, okay?
Objection. It says everything I got.
I'm taking that baby.
Do
I'm
we
taking
have
that baby.
Do we have the baby available
Can we-
in case?
Bailiff, can we enter the bailiff?
We just
into-
want to make sure that baby doesn't go anywhere.
Taking the baby,
Okay,
everybody.
so we
I'll
have to-
enter the baby into
Please
evidence.
enter the baby into
Baby
evidence.
with the
Thank you.
bathwater
Thank
is
you
what
very
I'm
much, Bailiff.
taking, everybody. And the
Okay.
kitchen sink. So the thing that I'm countersuing for is all of the emotional trauma that he causes me. Not only on Twitter publicly, but privately through DMs. You see these tweets, you may think, oh, they're just doing a gag. It's all silly stuff. But you do not see the private Instagram messages. And we have all of that here today to show everybody so that you know how
Objection.
awful this man is.
Inadmissible. I sent those in the privacy of DMs.
Whatever the opposite of sustained is, I forget.
I think
What
this
is
is,
it?
is this the baby?
Over-
I don't know.
Irrelevant.
All right.
There's a couple over there. I just
Hey,
grabbed
baby.
the first one I
Look at
found.
You're about to
baby
be mine,
here.
baby.
Okay. You may have a new daddy.
I'm going to take you home.
He's gonna be
I
shorter.
love you,
Are
son.
you ready? You may have a new daddy in only a few short hours.
I
Is
fucking
that
love you,
okay?
son.
Shorter baby daddy.
All right. You
Jen,
give me the
you're really
option.
good at cooking,
the
right?
option will be up to you, but you
like,
you
I
won't have a
love
choice
that
in the
shrimp
matter.
you made that
Okay?
one time.
So
That shit was
the
great.
court's ruling. Say goodbye
Daddy's
just
gonna
in
win.
case.
Don't worry. Daddy's gonna win, Ben. Don't worry. You know what I have? No, besides a game award, life insurance. I want to make sure that if anything happens to me, my family's taken care of. And you should do the same. And since life insurance typically gets more expensive as we age, now is the time to buy. I didn't get my first life insurance policy until Ben was born, but it feels great knowing that no matter what, Jen and him are going to be okay. No matter what. Policy Genius was built to modernize the life insurance industry. Their technology makes it easy to compare life insurance quotes from top companies like AIG and Prudential in just a few clicks to find your lowest price. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $17 per month for $500,000 of coverage. They're not incentivized to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance. And your personal info is private. No wonder they have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot. Your loved ones deserve a financial safety net, and you deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head to policygenius.com or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com. Go deeper into the canals of Numenor, the mines of Khazad-dûm, and more with the official The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power podcast. Hosted by friend of the show, Felicia Day, and several special guests, they provide an inside look at the groundbreaking series and what it took to bring Middle-earth to life. Each episode of the official podcast features exclusive interviews with the series showrunners J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, including the very first full breakdown of the incredible season finale. Felicia also goes behind the scenes with the cast and crew to bring you jaw-dropping stories and Easter eggs you don't want to miss. Watch The Rings of Power on Prime Video and listen to all 8 episodes of the official The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power podcast for free on Amazon Music. Download the Amazon Music app now.
Anyway, that's what I'm countersuing for.
All right.
Everything
so-
he's got.
I stopped listening after you said this is similar to how OJ sued for getting blood on his clothes.
I mean, you know.
Okay.
Totally forgetting Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Gilbert. No, not
Ron Goldman. Ron Goldman.
All right, you know what? Eye for an eye on that
Order.
one. I
Order.
listened. Ron,
Right.
O.J. Simpson murdered Monkey Island's
Order.
Ron Gilbert.
It's come to our attention that court is in possession of these voice memos.
Inadmissible.
I believe they are and have been.
Overruled.
They have been admissed.
Play all of them. Sit back.
Andy, we made it to the farmer's market. I thought you should know. Bought some cheese curds. And then we're going to come back to San Francisco and beat your ass.
All right. Interesting.
Andy. I did it. I'm down at the river. Did it, man. Oh, they're going to hear about this on the news, I'll tell you what. But for now, it's our secret. Andy. It's Greg. It's raining here in San Francisco. Took your advice. Been doing drugs every day.
Little Andy.
Can Spider-Man come out and play? Can Spider-Man come out and play?
These are different memos. These are different memos.
And there's a hope in the western sea. Andy, you're a fine man. Kevin, it's me, Greg. I like to send Andy weird Instagram messages.
Oh God, don't do this, Greg.
You're
I don't want to. I don't want to. Just stop.
Just tell me what
Andy,
your favorite
Andy,
shoe he wears.
Andy.
What's your
I
favorite
don't
shoe he
know.
wears?
Andy,
What's your
run.
favorite shoe he
Andy,
wears?
run. He's behind you. Oh, no, leave him alone. This isn't for him. Don't do this.
You're only getting this one because you haven't looked at the first one. So, like, fucking look at your Instagram messages, Andy.
Stop staring at him. He knows you're talking about him.
Oh, look, Tim's telling a story, and you're so fucking into it, Andy. Oh, you're rubbing your...
Stop.
He's rubbing his fingernails. He's
He
rubbing...
He can sue us. He
For
has
this?
so much evidence.
This is-
This is harassment.
No.
No.
Andy, those messages weren't for me. Hey, Andy, it's me, Greg from work. I was just wondering if you could look out in your backyard and let me know if you can see me right now.
Wow.
Andy.
Why is he,
Andy.
why is he on shirt?
How?
Getting Spider-Man. Come out and play.
One more.
I thought we heard this one,
One
but no,
more.
this is new.
This is a different one.
When was the last time you felt alive, Andy?
Wow. Well, those
Real
voice
Danny.
memos paint quite a picture, but this is a court of law.
Thank you.
And we can't take anything without due context and necessary defense. So the court will allow you an opportunity to defend yourself.
Judge Will Smith, I thank you for that. The fact of the matter is this. I said it at the top. Andy, how long have you worked here?
About 2 months, 3 months.
6 years, I believe.
6 years. Thank you very much, Judge. And I said that our job was to break them down and build them up in our own image, right? Make them stronger, make them... Actually, I'm sorry. One of my favorite novels of all time says it better. It's called A Night in Halloween House.
Oh, God.
From the end here, right? This is basically what I'm trying to do. Irate by Chuck's newfound impertinence, Nick raised his hand in a fist about to strike, but was caught off guard as Chuck too raised his hand, pointing to something behind his brother, right? Then there's some more words or whatever. And then he goes, "That's Fluffy," Chuck said, as cold as ice, stepping over his downed and trembling brother. "And he's with me." Confident as ever, Chuck strode into his room, head held high. Noogie Nick never bullied the brother again. What I'm going for here, ladies and thank you, bailiff. What I'm going for here is trying to get Andy to stand up for himself.
Objection, irrelevance.
Trying to get Andy to stop being a doormat for other people. I want him to know how talented he is, how good he is on twitch.tv/Andy Cortez, how good he is on KindaFunny content. And I frankly just want him on more KindaFunny content, of course, because that's what those 15 minutes, that really would have sung. We would have gotten more money for charity, and it would have been great.
May I, Mr. Miller?
Wait a second. Written by Elyse Willems? Judge Willems? Can I please get an autograph?
Enter this into evidence, please.
Oh, I didn't know that's what.
That's available on Amazon.com
This
right
is
now.
a
It's perfect
disgrace.
for Halloween.
This is a disgrace.
Who should I make it out to?
To the winner from KindaFunny Court, Greg Miller.
The
Le-
winner.
Judge, I'm worried this is a conflict of interest.
Kinda
Yeah,
funny
did you not just hear all of the...
Judge?
We double checked it. It's fine.
Thank you very much, other judge.
Actually, you know
Who is
what?
that
I
judge?
don't believe we had Mr. Cortez sworn in at the
Sure,
start.
he should
So
probably
if
swear
you would
in.
please put your hand on the book,
The good book.
the good book. Do you swear? Let me just put the
Raise
spine
your- you
to
have to raise your
camera
other
there.
hand. Raise
Do
your other
you
hand.
swear to
Now
tell the
raise both
truth
hands.
and nothing but the truth, so help you? So help.
Did you say raise both hands?
Both
up,
hands,
Nick?
put both hands up.
Both hands up,
hands.
Nick told me.
Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, in the eyes of O.J. Simpson and this court?
I
And
swear
Ron
to God.
Gilbert.
He swears to God.
And L. Ron Hubbard.
And L. Ron Hubbard.
Amen.
If you wow,
All right.
that was.
There you,
I
there you
mean,
go.
here's the thing: is I thought I submitted not only the Instagram memos, but a collection of all of the voice memos on Twitter. I thought I submitted that too. Did I not?
Well, it appears to me that Mr. Miller, the plaintiff, he brought something for Judge Willems here. So I'm wondering if you, Mr. Cortez, brought anything for me.
Well, I mean, just listened to about 3 minutes straight of threats. I thought.
What about what? So, but you heard my reasoning.
Yes.
You've heard why I'm hard on you. Why are you hard on me, Andy? Why are you so hard on me?
Where is the
Ladies
evidence
and
of
gentlemen,
that?
I'd like to run the evidence of that right now. Please run for me, ruining the sanctity. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, nearly 8 years later, on the rock that Greg Miller built. And what did I build Kinda Funny with, ladies and gentlemen? Oreo oration. Can we please see Andy and his crony Nick Scarpino ruin the sanctity of Oreo oration? Please. You might notice something about this package. Someone's already opened this package and begun eating them. That's never happened before on Oreo oration. Nick, did you eat these Oreos off my desk in a moment of weakness?
Why would I eat the Oreos off your desk in a moment of weakness? I went to 5 different places for the carrot cake Oreos.
I hear you, but I don't know. You saw them out there. They were on my desk for a while getting ready for this shoot.
Maybe someone opened them up by accident.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You son of a bitch. It was you. It was you. You son of a bitch.
It sucks!
Oh, okay.
That's just the run of
We
show.
broadcasting the run of show?
Yeah.
What's up?
For the record, everyone at home watching, that was not planned. For by me, I had no idea that this is what it would be. That Greg sucks, KFAF for streaming. And I'll tell you whatever. What else? They do smell good too. The bouquet is still there, and it is pungent. It is peanut buttery. We want to look in there. I wasn't expecting this. Actually, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another first. This is the first time Oreo has ever lied to us. They show the Oreo as you expect there. The graham flavored cookie
He's so
with peanut
stupid.
butter and
He's so
chocolate
fucking
cream, right?
stupid.
You open it up, look, it's a surprise. It's not it's not an Oreo. It's a Nutter Butter looking guy.
It's a Nutter Butter.
Mr. Miller, the relevance of this clip?
Why don't you respect the sanctity of Oreo oration? How'd you fit them in perfectly? They look perfect. Do we have these cookies?
He fucking sucks.
I'm flabbergasted. This is a serious review show, Nick. You want to? The relevancy of this? This is the emotional turmoil. This starts a chain of. You can't. I don't think you raise your hand.
Your Honor, can I have a minute with my client, please?
Oh, is this your?
He's so fucking stupid.
He's so stupid. He's like an idiot.
I didn't realize the bailiff was allowed to represent one of the.
Oh, he's my lawyer.
We double checked it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a question for the defendant, Mr. Cortez. Mr. Cortez, you were playing Elden Ring at this point in time?
Probably. Yeah.
And is this approximately the time of year when you were supposed to have been making the Kinda Funny, the KFAF holiday special?
Correct. That is correct. That's actually never been mentioned anywhere, but I'm glad you're airing out my dirty laundry.
Sorry, I thought that was public knowledge.
It was entered into the documents, and thus
If
it is
you can publish my
publicly-
private messages to you, she can publish her private
It
messages
is
from
public
you.
now, yes.
That's fine.
As a
Just like she
fan-
published this hit novel you should go get on Amazon at night in Halloween.
Okay,
House.
he's doing it again. I mean, you can't have...
As a fan of
Illegal.
KFAF, I take personal injustice with the fact that you were playing Elden Ring at the time when...
Should have been working.
Objectification, Your
I
Honor.
was reviewing the game.
You had already reviewed it. How much more can you? I'm still
It's
making
just it was
this,
a great
still fucking
show.
fighting this
It was a
stupid
great
thing.
show, and you and
It was the
Nick
best
had
show on the
excellent
internet.
chemistry,
Didn't win a streaming.
so-
What's up with that?
Judge, I think we should. I'm just a little concerned that while I understand your frustration, you are also simultaneously painting a picture of yourself as a tyrannical, prone to anger, prone to fits of rage, figurehead for this company.
Well, thank you very much. Can we see
That
Exhibit
wasn't a
C, by the
compliment.
way?
That wasn't
Can
a
we see
compliment.
Exhibit C from Instagram, ladies and gentlemen? Andy's Instagram. You and I and you all know what it's like to be popular on the internet,
All
Judge
three of us.
Williamson. And when we go out, and when we
Williamsons?
go to the meet and greets, right? It's great to meet and it's great to greet. You know what's not great to do? Get fucking goddamn Nutter Butters shoved into your fucking pockets for 4 hours.
I would agree.
Because Nick went next door with Andy and fans and bought them from CVS and then brought them and then ruined my jeans in Kansas City. And then there was one kid so drunk, even when I asked the room to stop, kept doing it, and we were mashing Nutter Butters everywhere. Show the Instagram
Do we
thing.
have the jeans here
Show
today?
the Instagram. We don't, no.
That evidence was never submitted, so we cannot use it.
Wow,
Sorry.
unfortunate.
I'm being
Unfortunate.
Well, then it's lucky, ladies and gentlemen, that I brought the fucking evidence. Yes, I still have these motherfuckers being sent to me. This says KFAF, and it's a 3D printed motherfucking nutter butter because I have to wait and have this shit thrown at me all the goddamn time.
Lawsuit
That is
for assault.
$5,000.
Assault lawsuit.
We will add the counters, the assault counter.
Add assault to that, please.
I'm being told
And
that
a pepper.
that the kid who
Salt and
the
pepper.
fucking kid who shoved him in your face is here and would like to testify. Is that correct? Is that correct? The kid here would like to testify.
Oh my God, he's here.
Please come on out. Please step out.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you for being here. And so as the situation was described, would you say that Mr. Miller's description was accurate?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did harass and shove the nutter butter?
Oh yeah,
into
but he
him?
sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, he sucks.
Your guy sucks.
Thank you.
And blows apparently.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh, you know the witness personally.
I've heard of him.
Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
The plaintiff. Do you have any other pieces of evidence that you'd like to enter into this trial?
I do.
All right.
It's
please
a
go ahead.
bombshell witness that I'd like to interview live for you.
Great. Please go ahead.
Please call in the witness.
Yep. Literally.
Oh, what the hell is going on here?
Can you hear? I'll get closer.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, wow. This is a bombshell witness.
What the fuck is going on?
Hello?
Hello, Aaron.
My brother?
Yes, Rick.
It's Greg Miller. You're on court. I'm the plaintiff, and we're trying to sue your brother Andy because he's really been mean to me and bad to me. For the record here, what is your full name and relationship to the defendant?
Aaron Cortez, and I am his brother.
I would like you to tell me your most damning story of Andy and why he shouldn't be believed.
Oh, wow.
Aaron, I will remind you you're under oath.
Thank you.
Under oath. Okay, I'm at dinner with the family, but okay, so under oath.
Family's there. That's a lot.
Okay, so
He's
yeah,
got nothing.
we
He's got
did have a we have a dark secret that we shared that I never have spoken to anybody, and so this was about 15 years ago. There's a ditch behind my parents' house, and we went on our nightly jog, and we're finishing up the jog and we're cooling down, and I look into this ditch and I see something down in the water. So I go down, check it out, and I'm hysteric. But I look up and I'm hysterical, and Andy is just kind of there like he's okay. Nothing is wrong. So I go to this body, and I find that it's a human. I turn it around, and it's an old acquaintance of Andy.
Oh my God.
So so he's an acquaintance of Andy. So I look up, and Andy just has his face like he's not going to tell me what it is that is going on.
I know that face. I'm seeing it right now. I think
he told me that if anybody finds out, they're gonna pin it on us. So I
Did you DM?
just had to keep it quiet. I am under oath, so
yeah, I appreciate
I'm
that.
having to tell the truth. So I love my brother. I support him in all he does, but I have to, this has to come out.
I understand. Thank you, Aaron, for your harrowing testimony. The judge would like to remind you next time you can just plead the fifth, but we appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Wow.
I was under oath, so I'm sorry. I don't plead the fifth.
No, we understand. We respect that.
appreciate
Thank you.
but- Wow.
All right.
Bye.
A
Donate on
bombshell
Patreon.
Indeed. So a body found in a ditch that Andy knew.
He knew a lot about those O.J. Simpson murders, too.
Did you give my brother a
It
Game
could've
Pass
been-
subscription? What the fuck?
It might have been Ron Gilbert.
Not even Ron Gilbert could save him this time.
That's pretty damning.
Wow. That's
It's not damn. He made all that up. That's not.
he couldn't.
He
do it.
was under oath.
He same as you swearing on the Halloween house.
This is unbelievable.
I agree. I would
Excuse
agree.
me, Mr. Cortez, it's not your opportunity to respond at this moment. Mr. Miller, anything else that you would like to submit to the court here?
No, I'm good.
You rest your case then?
Sure. Unless this little fuck does something else. I don't want to. If I got to swing back, I'll swing back.
No, I had stuff to prepare for this stream.
What do you mean I had the whole thing?
Mr. Cortez, you may now call your first
You
witness.
may not kiss the bride.
Oh,
Or yeah.
Is it Nick?
you tell us.
Nick, yeah, probably. Let me
Okay.
see the run of show.
I'd like to be sworn in, please. Can you
Oh,
please?
you have a mic, right?
Yeah, I
Check
got
that book.
a mic.
Yeah,
cool.
just toss it.
Holy Father, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Pray for us. I hope
Spine
we
to
win
the
this football
camera.
game.
Probably bring a mic close to him too.
Hope
You
we
know?
win this football game.
Oh,
I
he's
have a mic on.
wireless. Oh.
I have one team. And 1, 2, 3. Team.
Can I have it back? It's signed.
I found this too. I don't know if you want this back.
I don't
but
want
it
this
was-
back, please.
Well, it's
Can we get a
entered into
close-up of
evidence.
Exhibit A?
Yeah.
Well, this is technically
You-
Exhibit B. Exhibit A was that small child we brought in whose life is now
It's my son.
grabs.
irrevocably changed.
Love him so
that
much.
child belongs to the court. Mr. Cortez, you may proceed. And actually, witness, will you state your name for the court
My name is Nick Scarpino.
and
Capricorn.
your relationship to the defendant?
Which one's the okay? Andy and I are friends, coworkers, and we're family, and he also is considered my work wife. Not a big deal.
Truly abrasive said, "This is going on too long. Shut the fuck up."
Get out, you're banned.
All right, Judge Willems.
Because of no true legal representation in this sham trial, I will be asking some questions, and my co-judge will also be asking you some
And
questions.
Lover.
Sounds great, Judge. You look great in that
Please
outfit.
remember you're under oath. First question.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that Greg Miller, the plaintiff, is a sane individual?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
He is not a sane.
All right. I'll make note of that. Judge?
Thank you, Judge. Does Mr. Cortez, in your opinion, have any predisposed tendencies for slacking off?
No, absolutely not. No, he's very resourceful.
Interesting.
So you would say he has a strong work ethic?
Very strong. Stronger than anyone I know.
Stronger than yourself?
We call his work ethic the Schwarzenegger of the office because he's that strong.
Interesting.
I see.
Strong
I
governor
see.
of work ethic.
Strong but
that.
manipulative as well.
Well,
Would you say that you've ever knowingly caused harm to Greg Miller?
I've never knowingly caused harm to Greg Miller. Never once.
Good. That's good.
I mean, objection. I showed it, but whatever. It all got lost. I'm
Do you
sorry.
object or no?
Mental harm.
I mean, I object, but I mean, I know what you're gonna say. Where's the evidence? I don't know. They lost it somewhere in the back. It sucks.
Sussy.
It was, to be clear, it was never submitted.
Wasn't submitted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a court clerk named Roger Picorni. I submitted my evidence to him.
But if it's bad, it doesn't count.
I don't see him in this court
I believe
right now.
Roger's the
apologize.
name of the janitor, but okay.
Yeah.
Judge, please proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Similar question. Have you ever witnessed Mr. Cortez inflict harm upon Mr. Miller?
Never witnessed.
Well,
Never have. So
Never.
Can't witness something that's never happened.
exactly.
indeed.
So you were not observant to a foot race that transpired that heavily bruised Mr. Miller's ego?
I have no such prior knowledge of said foot race at this time.
We
It
may
doesn't
have to get
exist.
to the
It didn't- yeah,
bottom
it's like
of
the
that
wind.
at a later date.
catch one?
Our final question for you, Mr. Scarpino.
Yes, your
Do you
Majesty.
see yourself as an honest and trustworthy individual?
I do. I'm known as the most honest person in the office.
Yeah.
So Joey Noel herself will come and testify that I have the honesty of a saint.
Should we?
Says here your nickname around the office is the Juice.
That is correct. It's because I like apple juice.
I see.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Where did that come from?
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
I believe I have no further questions. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
your
Your Honor.
time.
Thank
You
you.
may
Thank you.
become
You
a
did a great
bailiff
job.
again.
Mr. Miller, you may call your first witness.
Judge Williamson's. I call Nick Scarpino.
All right.
Back at it. What the
Bailiff, can we please get?
I'm gonna need
Come to
you-
my side. Come to my
Yeah,
side.
you-
Can we please
Okay.
get?
What do you mean
Bailiff,
back at it?
please bring the witness
back in
to
the-
the stand.
What the fuck?
All right, can we get the book, please? We're gonna need to swear you in.
I swear you.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Please pray for us. I hope we win this game.
Go
Amen.
Sox.
Amen.
All right.
It's available on Amazon.
Thank you very much for your time.
Question for you, Mr. Scarpino. Do you, in your personal opinion, believe that Mr. Miller is a sane individual?
100%. Could not be more sane.
Okay. All right,
Couldn't be more
Judge.
sane.
Would you say that Mr. Cortez has a tendency to slack off?
He is 100% a slacker. In fact, we call him the slacker.
The slack.
Capitalize, sometimes air quotes, sometimes not air quotes, depending on the
Time out.
individual.
Real quick, too, bring up the fact that his brother just admitted he murdered somebody.
The plaintiff would like me to bring up the fact that his brother just admitted that he murdered somebody.
That Andy was.
That Andy, both of them may have murdered somebody. We're not sure
Aaron's
the
fine.
details.
Aaron did.
Aaron's
got a
innocent.
family. He's got something to lose.
Bailiff, please enter into the court record that Mr. Cortez is potentially a murderer.
Potentially.
That is duly noted.
Trial to be
I'll
set
tweet
at
it.
another
You want me
date.
to tweet it? Because that'll be the record.
Unbelievable, man.
It does become public.
It
It
does
becomes
become public
public
evidence.
record. So that is up to
I mean,
you
I'll put a
and your.
question.
That's between you and your counsel.
Okay.
So
public.
great.
Another question for you, Mr. Scarpino. Have you yourself ever knowingly caused harm to Mr. Miller?
I forgot how I'm supposed to answer this one, Your Honor. No. The answer,
Time out.
is that a hard to pass no? What does it say?
Sidebar.
Every single day.
Every single day, Your Honor. Yeah, every single day we mess with him.
Okay.
And it's undeserved, if I'm being so bold as to say that.
Very big of you
Didn't see
to
that
admit
coming. There it is.
assault here.
The evidence they don't want you to see, everybody. The evidence they don't want you to see. It's
Can
an
we- are we
Instagram
able to
post from
enter-
Andy.
I'm frankly sick
Them
of us.
celebrating.
Just be able to enter that into
See, there
the
you
public
go.
record. What is that?
It's in.
No, sorry, we're avoiding that because that was not entered in for evidence, so we will be
Alright.
avoiding that
What's
showing
the-
on screen. Sorry.
What's that OnlyFans tab?
The inadmissible. Mr. Scarpino,
Yes,
have
Your
you ever witnessed Mr. Cortez harm Mr. Miller?
Multiple times a week.
Oh my
Multiple
God.
times a week.
Several times a week.
He can't stop harming him. It's to the point where it's like, it's just common. He comes in, harms Greg, we go to lunch. What it
And
is.
Mr. Scarpino, would you describe yourself as an honest and trustworthy individual?
Again, they call me the juice, and that's for a reason. I love apple juice, and I'm honest.
Gets in the
Honest,
cracks.
Dave. Gets in the cracks like sand.
Great.
Breaks your mama's back.
He's just saying stuff. He's just saying stuff.
I'm a little concerned, Judge, about the
fucking
conflict
nailed
of
it.
answers that we're
Crushed
getting.
it.
Sidebar.
Judge, I'm a little concerned too.
I can't wait for the
Yes,
cops
I
to
think
find
there's
it.
only
They gotta
one
get it.
thing we can do is
That's the sign of the police.
Lot
You
of
gotta get
unsolved
rid of it.
murders.
I think we got rid of it.
Get rid of
Did they
it.
ever catch
He
that
looks so
Zodiac
cute in
killer?
this
I don't
wig.
know.
There he is
Oh,
right
thanks.
there.
I do too.
Look at it. They made a movie about him.
The judges have confirmed we've come to a decision. Mr. Scarpino, you've been removed from the court. Please,
Thank you, Your
please
Honor.
leave the court.
Get the fuck out of
and
here.
and
God.
can someone arrest him on the way out?
Thank
'Cause we're
you.
gonna have another trial for everything.
it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cortez, you have an opportunity to call a witness. Would you like to call a witness?
I don't know the run of the show, so I got nothing.
Yeah.
Let me look at the run of the show. I'm calling Joey Noel as my next witness.
What a shocker.
Joey, get over here. This is, I hope you can call another one of my relatives where they could say it actually wasn't a dead body. I don't know why.
Oh,
Greg
so
did that.
you admit that you did find something in the creek?
No, I'm hoping
You found
that,
something in the ditch with your brother Aaron,
No,
but
I
you don't
want
admit that
another
it was
family member to make up something else.
Thought it was interesting. He said it was a human body. Maybe it was a
I'm gonna have
dog.
to ask you to be quiet.
Oh, will you be representing? Are you his witness and will be representing
Yeah.
him for? Okay, excellent, great,
Yeah.
great, fantastic. All right, we have some questions for you.
Great.
Has Greg Miller ever personally victimized you?
I have been waiting for somebody to ask me this question for the entire 5 years that I've worked here. Greg Miller has been nothing but a daily nuisance in my life. I don't know if we have the shot or if we can get the shot. Over here to my right-hand side, there's a skeleton that is dressed up.
I can see the
The skeleton exists in our studio solely for the fact to scare me. Greg put it on our Patreon that people could sponsor these skeletons, and he would suspend them above my desk in the office, which we haven't done yet. But we're going to.
Can we see the skeleton, please? Can we get a look at that
Do you want
skeleton?
me to? I can bring it on set.
Yeah, they got it.
We got
They
it. We
got
got
All
it.
right, everyone watching at home, please mind this is a trigger warning.
And
For the record, that skeleton's name, it has a name. It's the Saboteur, who sponsored it on Patreon, and the Guy V lives in the merch room.
I thought you were gonna say the person I killed.
And Miss Noel, when you look at that skeleton,
news to me.
what emotions arise in you?
It's just existential dread. I would also like to put into evidence that Greg Miller sits behind me, so every day in the office, I just feel the tension that at any moment he could scare me. Also, what Greg is also known for in airports at all times, just screams behind me. Sometimes I hit his phone out of his hand.
Is there any evidence to back this up?
I didn't know that I could submit evidence as a witness.
Oh, thanks. Where are you on that one, voice of God?
That's okay because we love Joey.
So
Overruled.
overruled. Thank you, thank you, Judge.
Miss Noel, has Andy Cortez ever played video games during work hours when not reviewing a video game or streaming for content?
Joey, you were on the stream. Be honest.
Mr. Miller, please.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you.
No, never.
Never.
What was the thing you said before the no never?
I was conferring with my client.
Oh, okay.
You are also representing.
Yeah.
Mr. Cortez.
Hold on, someone
you kicked
allowed
out his
Mr.
further.
Scarpino back in the building, and legally we have to allow him the opportunity.
Your Honor,
to
I'd
speak.
like to enter into evidence Exhibit C, which is in fact apple juice. This is a testament to my honesty, because we have apple juice
Is
in
it
the
a
building,
gift
and I love
or
it.
what is
I
it?
think he's just
I would like
confirming that
you-
apple juice is nearby.
I don't know if you can get this back on the plane with you when you go back to LA or whatnot. Maybe
I think
you might
it's
have
open.
to drink
I don't
it
think they're
before.
going to let us
Grabbing
take
the
a jug of.
I
leave
think
this right
this
here
man
for
is
you.
drunk.
If I grab it.
All right,
Oh,
can
yeah.
we get him out of here, please?
I knew I saw this man walking
we
in
have
the
a
alley
second
at 4
bailiff?
a.m. this morning.
All right, let's proceed. we got places we need to be. Miss Noel, who do you think should be the winner of this case? Just like if you had to like choose for us, like
I mean, Andy. I have to pick Andy. Of
course.
Andy never done me wrong
Nope.
ever, except for the time that he talked shit about the tickets that I bought for Deadpool that one time.
What about the whole
no.
carrot and the wine thing?
Oh, there was that too.
Nah.
But like,
Don't worry about that.
Do you have that evidence? Do you have that evidence ready to
No,
pull
of
up?
course
we have the
Yeah,
carrot and
there
the
was
wine
that.
thing.
Here's what I'll say, and Joey isn't on trial, but she could be for battery. Have you ever known Joey to be a bad person or hit somebody?
Never.
I haven't either until she punched Andy Cortez after a carrot was found in her wine. Ladies and gentlemen,
We don't have
I
evidence of
just
that.
might
I don't know
be
what
a small town Halloween lawyer who loves good books,
You're not
but
a lawyer.
I know battery and a witness who isn't worth a grain of salt, and that's what Joey is. I demand you throw out all of her stuff. You go, woo, you get out of here.
Andy, would you like to press charges?
Why
for the
shot glasses
assault
about
battery?
Noel?
Cannonball.
Andy, don't do this. To
What
me.
are they doing over there? I don't know what they're.
It's a stream, bro.
Taking
Have some
apple
fun.
shots.
Cannonball. Cheers.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to owe anybody money. Is that cool? Like whatever answer gets me there.
There is a child's life at stake.
You want to take? Yeah, you want to take my son away from me?
A child
I would-
that currently has no father other than the court. And we need to find a parent. That's what we're doing today. Is that a joke to you, Mr. Cortez?
No.
Is that
I
a joke to you,
I
Mr.
love
Miller?
parents.
No, my wife does frantically text that apple juice has been sitting on a counter for 5 hours, so maybe we shouldn't have drank it.
We
But
won't
mostly
enter.
sugar.
That's sustained. All right. We have one
it's
final
still
question.
chilled.
One final question, just to make
Yeah.
sure we're keeping things above board. Are you also gonna show up as a witness for
no.
Mr. Miller and
No, no,
contradict
no.
everything you said?
No.
Thank
No.
you.
Never.
All right. Well.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you very
Noel.
much for your time.
We
Man,
have
these are really compelling things. You got one person over there who's scared of her own shadow and is mad I brought a skeleton, and then another guy who called in and said he was part of a murder cover-up.
bailiff.
I don't know who to believe.
Excuse me. Bailiff,
We kicked the
bailiff.
bailiff. out.
Bailiff.
please restrain Mr. Miller.
Yo, is the apple juice bad for you after 5 hours?
No, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. It's mostly sugar.
Hold him close.
You're just holding his arm.
We have.
He's done. He can't go. He's not going
It's
anywhere.
an
trust
iron
me.
grip.
You guys
Trust
getting
me.
He
married.
learned it in jiu-jitsu.
Trust me, he's not going anywhere.
We have heard a lot of evidence here today, seen both sides of this, frankly,
It's complex. It's a complex case. For sure.
complex and ridiculous case.
Indeed.
And
Toss it out. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm of one mind that we should dismiss the whole ordeal, Judge Willems.
It's a bit of a he said, she said. I mean, there's no way to know that was Mr. Miller's voice in the voice memos.
He
there's
murdered,
no
he
way.
said, sort of thing.
There's
Yeah.
there's no way to know that was actually an elderly person's body in the ditch. You know, like so. There's no way to know.
He had it coming, frankly.
Yeah. So I think maybe, unless something comes to light in the next 5 seconds, we should just dismiss this entire case.
Got a Throw the whole postcard, thing out.
Eerily similar to the other Taylor Swift postcard I got about a year ago, which also had some threatening messages on it. This message on the top left says, Andy, that Greg is not what he seems.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask would I write that about myself?
In the for section, it was obviously for Andy Cortez, with Andy kind of written all over it. There's a picture of Taylor Swift with her eyes crossed out and trust is backwards, which I had to verify what that meant. I was like, what does TSURT mean? And Greg said, a keen eye would say that is trust backwards.
A keen eye.
Bottom middle, it says goodbye Imran.
Oh no! How deep does this go? I just want you to heed the warning of the card, all right? I don't know who sent it to you. I don't know what's going on, but I just want you to know to heed the warning of the card, all right?
Wow.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, more.
It's Greg.
Here they are.
I'm out at dinner, and I was reflecting on the day, and I was thinking, the Gamescast, I said multiple times, I hope you break your ankle. And I didn't mean it.
When would you say that?
I didn't mean it. I know what you're thinking at home. I probably only am sending this message just so legally, plausible deniability, you know.
He said legally.
But like I said, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'll talk to you later. Don't you fucking sue, I swear to fuck.
Hey, Andy, it's Greg.
That's not me.
It sure would be a shame if I got that Alex Mack disease and could come into your house through the pipes, huh?
Andy, it's Greg Miller, alongside Jean-Louis Saint-Onge Miller. So we're sitting here, we're listening to baby music, and guess what? Like, this shit's not complicated at all. And Jen and I think we got the stuff.
It's a good idea.
We can do this. We can make our own music, sell it. Are you in? I need a yes or no, all right? And if you want to pass on this $1 million venture, man, you will regret this, both physically and mentally. Something about the rain, Andy? Makes you feel like you clean, right? That just washes everything away. But you and I both know better, don't we? It'll never wash away what you've done, Andy.
Why are there so many?
Andy, it's Greg. Staring at the Pacific Ocean right now, brother. Thinking about you. It sure would be hard to find somebody you think I lost out there, huh? Enjoy your Monday.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank
wow.
you.
I'd like to read from Once Again at Night.
No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Reading from the child's book is not going to work that Elyse Willems herself wrote. It's not going to work.
One more time, I'll ask, how long have we worked together?
Close to 6 years.
Still alive.
That's a long time for someone
Only one message a year.
continue to work here should they be feeling oppressed.
So, yeah, I agree. It kind of seems like he likes it and probably owes me money for all the free content I'm
I have
giving.
nowhere to
We're
go.
asking all these people on Patreon.com. I still got to make a Greg way today. Patreon.com/KindaFunny to go there and, subscribe to get bonus content. And look at all the bonus content I'm giving Andy. And keep in mind, Andy, when he was on the outside, right? Pressed up against the glass looking in, right?
Indeed.
This kid was fucking champing at the bit to be here.
So you would say that the voice memos from you to Mr. Cortez are bonus content that you are delivering.
Just like the
personally to
little
him.
plastic snakes I put in Joey's purse.
I didn't submit
That's
this
actually
piece
next
of
on the
evidence.
docket.
I didn't submit this piece of evidence,
Then
but I don't care.
Barry, where are you?
I don't care.
We will allow it because laws.
Great. Excellent.
This tweet from July 17th,
Can we confirm this, chat?
2022. Greg Miller says, I want to thank everyone for their lovely messages about the Millers getting COVID. It's been very sweet. I also want to answer a commonly asked question. How do we catch COVID? The answer, Andy Cortez.
Wow.
Keep reading.
An accusation.
I want to be very clear about this. I have not seen Andy in person in weeks. So I'm not saying he literally gave us COVID. What I'm saying is that he puts so much anti-Greg Miller rhetoric in the air and makes fun of me so much. Clearly, my immune system has been damaged. And at this point, the man is unhinged. The man has no idea what's
Honestly,
happening.
I'd like you to pass over the phone. I'd like to enter that as evidence for me. Again.
It does paint a scathing
He
picture
knocked
of you,
me
Mr.
down.
Cortez, as
And
someone
ladies,
who-
when did I send that again? Andy?
You got this July 17th. Oh, whoa, 1 second.
No, hold on. I wanted to go
Oh,
with that.
wow. Oh, this could be a big bombshell in the case right here.
are we able to enter this into evidence? This thing that we have no one's seen or no
we're
one
doing
it is?
the numbers. Oh, yes, we can.
Real
we
quick,
can.
before you move on, I just want to, again, July 17th, I'm coming from COVID, and obviously I do think he's worn down my immune system. But I don't, it's because he just isn't helpful. He knows, of course, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm weak. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So like in this COVID world, he also knows July, my dog had died recently. And like maybe if somebody would just be a friend to me rather than be, hey, everybody, KFA, it's the best show, and here's a Nutter Butter. Maybe my brother found a dead body that I killed.
Shocking
Your
to
dog
me
died
that
so much. Porty died so much later.
It's shocking.
I
to me
have
that
the
you would
final
pick
evidence.
That time to take advantage of Mr. Miller.
I have the final
Thank you,
evidence
Judge.
here that Greg Miller promised my brother a PS5.
No, that's not true. Show it to her then. Show it to her.
I showed it.
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I do not.
I found an unopened PS5 hidden in our rafters.
That was at Kevin's desk. It's supposed to be installed in the studio for this stream.
Unbelievable.
Judge Willems, I would like to enter
Not looking
into
good.
evidence at approximately 1:15 p.m. Pacific time today when on this very stream, Mr. Cortez said repeatedly, I steal a lot from this company. I steal a lot from this company.
Who doesn't?
He did say that.
Who does?
Can someone confirm that on the time code? Thank you, Judge. For bringing that into evidence.
We are looking back. We are looking back. Yes, that was said. That
It was said, confirmed.
In fact, said. Yeah.
Shocking,
Just like you
a shocking
stole
condemnation.
the $16.83.
It was a metaphorical
I believe
thing, you know.
we're prepared to rule.
We
on
are
this
prepared
case.
to rule.
So, Judge.
I just want to
Judge.
say,
Oh,
I did hear Andy say that he steals a lot from this company.
Thank you, Blessing.
Thank
It was
you.
a metaphysical statement.
Blessing, you get a PS5.
Oh God, here's.
Oh,
fucking
one
Jesus
more
Christ.
witness,
Oh,
please.
screen.
Please.
I don't think these are witnesses at this point. There's bum rushing.
Oh, and new evidence brought to light by Mr. Green, witness to the court, that plaintiff is spelled wrong. That would explain maybe why
Yeah.
Mr. or
It's
Honorable
plaintiff.
Judge Willems has been
No,
mispronouncing it.
No, it's spelled correctly. He's not a plaintiff. He's a plaintiff.
It's
a
a plaintiff.
plaintiff.
Yeah.
He's a plant.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Who won?
All right. We are prepared to rule. In the case of Nitro Rifle versus Miller.
Versus
The
OJ.
people.
Versus, parentheses,
OJ
times
involved.
OJ.
Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
I am awarding Mr. Miller the owed $16.54. But I'm giving the child to Andy.
No, come on. That's too far.
That's fair.
I believe
He's a fair and
it is
honest
a fair
God.
assessment.
We just want to see how it turns out.
Yeah, we want to shake things up.
I love
fair
you,
God.
son.
So,
I love you.
This is some Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Fucking dominant.
Congratulations,
So,
Mr. Miller. You won your case, and you will be
But I lose my
compensated.
son.
But you will be
He's
losing
got his
your
daddy's
son.
eyes.
You have
That's right.
gained a fortune.
Yes. Thank you very much.
I hope they're running. I hope they're running with them right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Prepare the
Matt,
docket
Matt,
for
get my wife and son out of here.
Prepare the docket for the murder trial. Dead body in ditch versus Cortez.
You know, it's a different court case for a different
Someone
time.
find Aaron. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
That KF court sure was a blast, ladies and gentlemen. Really, one of the most fun things I think I was a part of during the 24-hour spare bedroom stream, and the rest of it was like reading stereo instructions. But something important to call out and have an honest conversation with you all about it. We're trying to be better, ladies and gentlemen, about kind of funny in-jokes and stuff like that. So I'm here on behalf of myself, my wife Jen, and our son Ben to ask you to let's contain the joke. Just to this video of Andy having custody with Ben. Of course, we're out there, we're improvising, we're having a good time. That's great. I've learned from past mistakes that we really don't want the next 3 years of any time we put up a photo of Ben, it to have a comment of, it's really nice that Andy let you custody for the weekend. Well, and I use the voice, but I know you'd be doing it in good fun. You just saw the bit about it. But of course, that gets weird for anybody who hasn't seen this and our families. And then of course, just us trying to share a nice moment with our son. And so we'd appreciate that we could just keep the jokes here. Just keep them to this thing. It was really funny for this, but this was a one-off multiverse thing. That's the thing over there. Don't worry about the kayfabe of it, of what's going on. Of course, then just for the rest of our lives, we don't want to hear that joke. Kind of like some of the other jokes we've gone away, and then we're like, stop, and you guys stop. So we're saying right now, let's stop before it begins. And if you don't stop, I'll just block you. But don't make me block you. So just do it. You know what I mean? Be cool. It's cool. Everybody's cool. All right. Until next time, it's been my pleasure to beat Andy for like $15.